Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. It's a tier 9 German tank destroyer. It's located on the northwest front of Fjords, and this one is under the command of D3al3r. Yes, he's out of his Arty into a tank destroyer. And yes, this is a rather unusual tank destroyer. Well, they are unusual simply because they don't have much in the way of armour. Best armour is 80mm at the front, but the rest of it is very, very thin indeed. 30mm or 10mm, but it does have a very, very big gun, and that's a 128mm, which is capable, if I remember correctly, 560 alpha, 276mm pen with standard AP. With the APCR, that goes up to 352, and with the HE rounds, it's capable of 65mm pen, but 700 alpha. Now you notice how he's parking himself so he can make a quick getaway. Yes, usually that's because if people fire HE at this vehicle, they will get a lot of damage very quickly, and that's mainly down to the fact there's no turret as such. It's open, and the crew would suffer in the event that somebody did hit it with an HE round. The gun shield's very thin as well. Now, they designed this vehicle in February 1944 based on the Panzerkampfwagen IV, and they actually discontinued it in favour of going for the Waffenträger instead, which of course is a tier 7 premium. Not quite as good actually, because that one's got an 88mm, whereas this one's got the 128mm. Much, much better. It has excellent pen and accuracy as well as damage. The 15cm has very high damage, but it loses a lot on pen. That's and accuracy. So you can score 750 alpha on that particular gun, but you are a little inconsistent with accuracy, and of course penetration not quite as good. It does have very small profile, and it does have fairly high ammo count as well. As you can see here, he's actually sporting 40 rounds of ammunition in total, and I think he's decided there's more action going on around this side than there is in the north. One mark of excellence on the barrel. He's working on a second at the moment. You don't always have to actually park the vehicle in the direction where you want to escape, but it is advisable in many ways to try and hide the vehicle as much as you can. Oh, it's got a target. AMX AC-48, aiming for the vision spot. Oh, he got him! First kill. Not a lot of hit points, but 285 will take it. Oh, now things are not going too well for the team. He's decided to pull back a bit further. Yes, you don't have to park it in such ways you can make a quick getaway, but it sometimes helps actually, just in case you have to depart quickly. But remember, it doesn't have much armor, this thing. Primary target for Arty, because of course Arty does fire HE as standard, and Waffenträgers, they hate HE. And backing up. Well, things are not going well on other places on the map. I don't know if you've seen it, but we seem to have lost a lot of players on the east side of the map and on the other side of the hill. I think he's decided now he needs to return to this gap area because there's an Object 283 approaching, an SMV CC-67, a Centurion, and there's also a Jaeger up there as well. That's one of the new tanks. And again, parking up, so he's reversing in, so he can make a quick getaway if he needs to. Okay, he's in an ambush mode at the moment. We'll look for any trees going down. That's normally a sign that somebody is coming. Nice ambush position here.
Moving to support your position.
Oh, that's good. We're getting the T-54 coming back. Oh, first sign somebody's coming. The Jaeger. Here we go. Well, he didn't anticipate us being there because 475 hit points from a shot right into his side, and he's out the game. That's second kill. The 283 is actually below us, I think, or is he just around the corner? I'm wondering about this because I suspect that they might be coming round, and because they saw the Jaeger go down, they probably thought, we need to go down a different chine. So they might be coming in from B4 instead. And, oh, they are coming in. They're actually below us. And here comes the 283. One shot's all it takes. He fired that one straight through the upper plate of the 283. Okay, he's loaded. Standard reload, as I said, 16.3. He's got 9.34. Now he's going to go for the CC. Oh, yes! One-shot kill. Now, can he one-shot kill the Centurion? He should be able to. That Centurion is completely ignoring him. And now he's out the game. That's his 5th kill. Oh, dear. We got a Hawk above us. We're still loading. Enemy Arty's firing in. Ow. Well, we took a round from the Hawk. It was an HE round. And he's trying to do the same again. Well, he missed with that shot, I think. Or did he? Trying to get one last shot on him. Oh! Well, he's got his Top Gun. I think he auto-aimed onto the Hawk and fired just as soon as it loaded. And he took out the Hawk just as he was going around the corner. Very lucky. Now, can he do anything more? There's only 2 left on his team, the TS5 and himself. And the TS5 is facing off against a Progetto and an IS-3. Oh, he goes down to the Jagdtiger prototype. Okay, we're now on for a collar ban off if we can survive. Well, he puts one round into the Progetto because he's got thin armor. Now, can we do the same again? Don't poke out before you're ready. Oh, he took a round. But he's finished off the Progetto. It's got such a high alpha that it's very easy to just one-shot enemy tanks once they get down to a certain level. Well, he's just... Ow! Well, whoever the Arty player is, so he's a batch at 155.55. He fired a bit short there. I think that was blind firing because I don't think he was spotted. But he must have known that Dealer was actually going in that direction. And he just assumed that he would go up that chine, and he didn't. Looks like he's going to go up one of the other ones. Yep, there we go. So, yes, that was a bit premature, but it was a nice try nonetheless. And if he can get up to that bush there, you can actually poke up, sit behind the bush, and watch what's going on in the field. And if somebody does go into the cap, he can go back down there and try and take them out. Well, he's found one of the enemy tanks. It's a TVP. Somebody's gone into the cap, and I think that might be the IS-3 or the Jagdtiger. Tier 9 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. Notice how he's driving along one direction, but having the gun facing the other way. You have to hold down your right-hand mouse button to keep the gun facing, or left-hand mouse button, I think it is, to keep the... No, it is the right-hand one. Let's get it right. You have to hold down the right-hand one to keep your gun facing the direction you want to shoot. When you're driving away, it's a bit like driving the Crusader SP. Oh! The Batchat's come into sight! Now, can he kill the enemy Arty? Line it up. Oh, lovely one. That's his Radleys. So, 2 are in the cap. I reckon that's the IS-3 and the Jagdtiger. I think the TVP is hunting. That TVP initially went direction of the cap area. Oh, he's spotted us. He's behind us. And he fired that one into the ground. We're loaded. Oh, it went behind him. He's really angry with himself about that. And we do suffer a ram there. Quite a hefty ram from the TVP. 190, but he finishes them off. And that's 9 kills. One short of getting a pools. And they've capped out to win. I kind of guessed that the TVP was actually playing a delaying tactic to try and stop D3al getting back to the cap to get a reset by doing what he did. And it ended up with the TVP getting killed, but he actually thought that he could ram kill a Waffenträger. And that's not too easy, not too difficult to do, actually, because the Waffenträgers don't have much in the way of structural strength based on the fact that they're only a tier 5 tank with a massive gun on it. And so, yes, it would be fairly easy to ram kill if you're in a tier 9 tank. But yes, he delayed him long enough to get the cap out, and they won the game. Otherwise, it might have been a chance at a Pools medal. Anyway, it was an ace tanker game for D3al in the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. He did get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire for effect for doing more damage to the hit points to his own vehicle, a Radley Walters for getting at least 8 kills. He actually ended up with 9, just one short of getting a Pools medal. And he got a Top Gun as well for getting at least 6 kills in the game. His win rate was 5,670, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he did get the highest damage in the game, but he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool. I think he must have missed out by only a tiny amount in this one. I don't think he did hit one of his own teammates in the game at all, so I don't think he was disqualified. I think he just missed out by a tiny amount. When it came to the second highest damage, that was the Object 283 on the enemy team with 3,608, and the third highest damage was the Centurion 7-1 with 2,867. So he did very well to take those 2 down. When it came to kills, he had the highest number of those with 9 kills in the game. 4 kills went to the Jagdtiger prototype, and 2 kills went to the Object 283, the Centurion 7-1, and the Hawk 30. And when it came to base XP, he managed to get 804, but unfortunately that wasn't enough to put him in the top 3, because the IS-3 managed 1,088, the Jagdtiger prototype got 1,066, and the Centurion 7-1 got 939. In fact, it puts him in 5th place when it comes to base XP, but he streaks ahead of his teammates. 13 shots fired, 11 direct hits and 10 penetrations, 4,074 hit points of damage, of which 725 were at more than 300 meters, 3 hits received, 3 penetrations, and of course he did get 1 big ram as well, which lost him a lot of hit points, and 1 hit by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty, which did stun him. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 9 killed, and he earned 29,820 credit. I'll get new teeth eventually. 29,820 credits for that battle on a premium count. 1,912 experience points altogether. I guess in the end, the thing he kicks himself about the most is that shot, the missed shot on the TVP. If he'd actually got that one in, instead, I think he played auto aim on it, and if he'd actually got it in on the TVP, then he might have been able to get down there in time to get a reset, because he could have killed the TVP with just 1 shot and then moved off to get the reset in the end. But sadly, didn't work out in his favor, and then he had to fight the TVP whilst he was reloading, and of course there was 2 in the cap, so he didn't have much time left anyway. But it is a good battle by D3al, and we've got another replay featuring M53 and M55s coming up shortly. It is in the list, it's very close to the top. And if you do wonder about where your replay is, usually it's because we get new replays coming in all the time. We try to get as many current ones as we can in, and then deal with the older ones as and when we can. And so eventually they get, if more come in than actually I can do, then it shuffles the older ones, which are should have been done, further down the list, and that's why they don't turn up so quickly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.